Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. We're back once again, giving a little update to this whole Carlos situation, talking about what is going on with him. And I know in my last video I said I probably wouldn't be talking about him too much going forward, and I still don't really plan on it. I still do think a lot of the stuff he's doing is, for attention. I think he's pretty desperate for attention at this point, especially, being outside of the spotlight and stuff. And, whatever. I just don't want to feed into that a lot. I think a lot of the stuff is, over the top, whatever, like hyperbole, weird stuff, just to get reactions and just to get people talking about it. But whatever, we're going to talk about it again. And the main reason we're talking about it today is this actually does relate more to G2 rather than just like kind of the crazy shit that, him and Andrew Tate and whoever is talking about and saying whatever. That's just like whatever you think about it. I don't care. I'm not going to change your mind. I don't care to change your mind. So there's just no point talking about it. But he did tweet this out on December 21st because some people had talked about like, hey, Carlos is suspended by Riot for a certain amount of time. Maybe Carlos is going to actually return to G2 after that. Maybe he's going to return to G2 somewhere down the line. He did so much great for G2 and esports and the LEC and yada, yada, yada. So it would just make sense that, hey, once his suspension is up or whatever, which I think it's up soon or maybe it's already up or whatever. But Carlos seems to be putting a lot of that to rest here by saying, I don't see myself returning to G2. G2 is going to succeed without me at the helm. And I can't actually remember if Carlos still has like shares in G2 or ownership in G2 or whatever. But like if that is the case, then hey, he's going to be making money off G2 either way. If not, if they did make him sell or whatever, I can't exactly remember. If he had to sell, he has a bunch of money. If he didn't have to sell, he's going to have a bunch of money if G2 is successful. So either way, it doesn't really matter. But he says he doesn't see himself returning to G2. They're going to succeed without him at the helm. There are very capable and inspirational people there, many of which were hired about myself, again, having to relate everything back to himself. Every beginning has an end. I do think that is a fair statement, like somewhat of kind of a good statement to put out. And don't be sad that it's over. Be happy that it happened. So overall, one of the more sane and normal tweets that Carlos has put out lately. But again, there have been some people speculating, wondering, maybe even hoping that he would return to G2 at some point. And he does seem to be putting a lot of that to rest. So I did think this was kind of an interesting and big update that I wanted to give to you guys. But as far as the other tweets and things go, it's just a lot of the same old, can't cancel me twice, bitch. I'll say it louder again for the people in the back. Cobra Tate is the fucking man. He just kind of has so many weird things going on here. There is also, this is kind of funny too, the people who hate on you are projecting their insecurities. Don't be mad at them. Feel sorry for them. While, a lot of what they do is pretty much actively hating on, things other people do. Like, oh, video games is a waste of time. Oh, if you're not working out, you're a worthless piece of shit, like blah blah blah. Like, okay, you're saying the people talking shit about you are insecure. A lot of what they have going on is probably, a lot of kind of insecurities and stuff as well at the end of the day, which is kind of funny. And overall, Carlos, a lot of his tweets, it's crazy. They're getting so many views. Like this tweet, 304,000 views, 3,000 likes, 400K views, 2,000 likes. Like he's just not as popular as he necessarily wants you to seem. And he just doesn't have as much influence over a lot of things as he wants you to seem or anything anymore either. He says, he's not a guru, but he's going to share his journey from canceled to billionaire. And again, looking at his life, like, oh, Carlos, you got canceled. Like, I'm so sorry for you. While he has all the money in the world, everything he could ever want. But yeah, apparently his new goal is, to try and be a billionaire, which, hey, good for him. He still has things to work on. It's kind of funny. He's being, put into these accounts of 17 accounts that'll increase your T level. And it's, Andrew Tate and Carlos. He's just in this, in this group and in this world now, top C, all this kind of stuff. But some of the other things I did think were funny, this is what peak cancellation looks like. And he has this whole Discord going on now. It's like, kind of this, I don't even know, inspirational Discord thing going on where he's always kind of saying some weird stuff or saying some crazy stuff. He trains with a house on his wrist, inspiring the youth one fry at a time. Somebody asked him what he thinks about climate change, and he posted a picture of his car with the VL twin turbo V8, which is just pretty much ripping off one of Andrew Tate's tweets. Maybe Carlos tweeted out first, maybe Tate tweeted out first, I don't know, but I think Carlos just ripped this tweet from Andrew Tate. Like, he's just trying to be like a mini Andrew Tate, which is like, it's weird. Like, if you just had some of these ideas or you believe in this stuff or whatever, that'd be one thing. But the fact that he is just trying to be Andrew Tate, not even 2.0, like Andrew Tate 0.5, just kind of weird. Like, I don't really get it. I don't really think it makes him look as cool as he probably thinks or hopes or wants or whatever. But yeah. this is kind of what's going on with Carlos right now. Again, his whole thing now is from canceled to billionaire. This is his new journey. Doesn't really seem like much or a majority of the esports scene wants him back. Obviously, there are still people who are fans of Carlos, respect the things he did, or would love to see him back or whatever. There are still people that want to see him back with G2, think he'd do a good job, whatever. But again, it does seem like Carlos has put a lot of that to rest. Seems like he will not be returning to G2 at any time in the future. And just kind of wanted to give you guys an update overall of what's been going on with him. It seems like it's a lot of the same old, same old. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.